Every DM has different kind of rollings. Some DMs actually go through with like raw, like just raw, rule as written. That's it. That's fine. Some people just disregard the whole thing and like do their own thing most of the time, and that's also fine. I'm usually more like role as written kind of guy, because for me, the role is actually good enough to accommodate most of the cool things that everyone want to do. You know, it's like, can I run through here, like through like the railings and jump down and like make a somersault and then attack? Right? Everyone was like, oh my god, you can't do that. I was like, but when you think about it, those are just flavors. In the end, they're just moving and then they attacked. Yeah, of course. Just move and attack. I think the for DMs, you know, for DMs, you kind of need to see which one is just flavor and which one is actually something that will affect the game, right? Like, we're talking about rule of cool and everything. It's like, yeah, but people doing somersault and like do a parkour and everything, when you see it, they're just moving. It's just flavor. There's something different between that and actually like, hey, can I destroy the ceiling to make sure that it dropped to like the head of like this creature? It's like, well, of course, yes. But even that is actually within the role of D&D 5e, because objects actually have HP. So you can assign HP to objects and let people attack them, and then when it's destroyed, it will fall down and will actually do a damage. Now that damage can actually be something else. You know, maybe dexterity saving throw or something else. That is the thing that we need to figure out, but most of the times there's actually rules for it. It all boils down to flavoring, actually. It all boils down to flavor. It's like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. When someone... I hate when DMs actually says like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. Right? And I was like, you're the DM, you can just flavor it so it makes sense. If you're a DM, you have like the full control of everything, from narration to how things make sense, how things don't, and yeah. So if you don't think it makes sense, just change the flavoring. Rather than spend like 5 months of figuring out how to actually do a realistic HP and to screw my players more. That's DMing, guys. Isn't that nice? Just have fun, you know? Just have fun. Like, rules exist and everything. Rules, lores exist, but it for like tools and everything. But the ones who actually set the mood of the whole thing is actually DM. The DM is actually the one who's actually responsible to making sure like the players actually feel good about themselves and everything. Like, you are the one actually determining whether or not people actually fail or not. Someone rolled a bad roll, a bad attack roll. And we'll just like, oh yeah, you stumbled down and you missed the attack. Haha. Or you can just do like, you attack it, it's on point, goes through the head, but the enemy like raised their shield and managed to deflect that attack like in a split second before it hits his head. So the first one is a slapstick comedy. The second one is literally like a battle, like a fight. It's all our responsibility to make sure like what tone it should be. Just read the whole table. If the whole table wants to be like funny, then do something funny. If the whole table is like in this edge, in this darkness, then do something dark. Go through it. Or like, if you want to like, if it's dark and like, oh, you think like, yeah, that's like a funny thing in the middle of it, like just to shed some light. Like, you can do that too. Like, it's all up to you. I don't know. Why are we talking about D&D today?